Hey guys, so on today's episode, I thought I would mix it up a little bit. I've been kind of researching what other people have been eating. I haven't seen anyone really try this classic Vietnamese dish. I was actually in the Westminster area earlier today and decided to pick up some, pardon my Vietnamese butchering, but it's called com tam, which is broken rice. And we'll get started. I kind of need to get things set up. I didn't realize there were so many components to this. I actually haven't eaten this in quite a long time, so I'm really excited to start digging in. So I mentioned it's broken rice. It's not full grains, I guess you would say. They're broken, I guess, in the milling process. That's what I last read. And it comes with a variety of different proteins. This particular one that I ordered had like 10 different, let me see if we can get it in there. 10 different kinds of proteins. So I don't know if it's gonna focus. Well, there it goes, kind of a little bit. And I'm actually gonna scoop things onto a plate to make it a little bit more easy to eat. It also comes with some pickled vegetables here. And then this is shredded pork, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. And then there's some kind of soup to help get things going. So let me start assembling, and then I can kind of go into the actual components that come with it. This actually cost about 11 bucks, so it's more than enough to feed 2 people, and I think I might save the other half for dinner. So I'm going to scoop some of the rice here. I'll do half, portion control, right? So you have the rice, and then I guess as I'm transferring things over, I can tell you which each component is. So we have, this is an egg meatloaf. Hopefully I won't drop this in the process of showing you what it looks like. I don't know if it's focusing. There we go. So it's kind of like a quiche almost, but a lot heartier, I would say. There's a skewer of shrimp that comes with this as well. And this is one of my favorites. It's like fried bean curd. There we go. I think it's auto-focusing. And this is Chinese sausage. And I think at this point it might be easier just to start sticking things on this plate, and then I'll just kind of give you an entire shot of it. Might need to cut this pork chop. There's the combo that I got, there was choices between pork chop, chicken, beef, and just like pork that you would probably find at like a Korean barbecue place. But I decided to opt for the chop today. This is part of it too, so I'll put some of that on there. And then I love these, there's green onions in here that they put in like this oil that's really good to eat with the rice. So I'm gonna set this aside. I think I might be done with this. There's a lot more prep than I remember. Okay, so this is off to the side, this is off to the side. I'm going to add some of this shredded pork. So it's typically not my most favorite thing, but it's sliced pork, and then there's also, I think, sliced pork skin that's in here. So I don't know if you can get a good shot of this. There we go, it focused. So I just kind of sprinkle some of that on top of my rice. And then you're gonna have some of the veggies on the side. And I usually like the veggies, it kind of helps with this plate. It looks really heavy and full already, so this might be one of the longer videos I might have, because it's gonna take me a while to eat all of this. And then of course, no Vietnamese dish is complete, of course, without some, you guessed I'm too scared to spell it, Tolina anymore, but fish sauce. So they gave this chili paste because I like it a little bit spicier. See if I can even open this. I'm gonna grab some scissors. Okay, so get some of that in there. Okay, give it a little whirl. You can put some of it, you can pour it over everything, or you kind of just spoon some over and then dip as you go. So let me get you a clearer shot of everything I got going on here. Get the soup open. My hands are already messy. I haven't even done anything yet. Where's the chopstick? Oh, the chopstick right there. So here's a closer shot of it. Let's do a little rotation here. There's so many different elements you got going on there. So you see we have shrimp, we have the pork chop. I think this is, it's the same thing that you probably find in spring rolls. It's called nem nung. It's another version of like a pork patty. Then you have your Chinese sausage, your egg meatloaf. This is the fried tofu skin, and then your rice and whatnot. So I'm gonna start digging in. It's pretty heavy. All right, so. Let's try one of these pork. That's pretty good. I don't know what it was, but growing up, this wasn't my a dish that I particularly liked. But now I would say it takes me back, and I think I like it a lot more now as an adult. More fish sauce there. You know, I forgot to mention, or I may have mentioned it, but it comes with like a very clear broth soup with some green onion. That's good. Let's try some of this charbroiled pork, I think. That's good. And so like the pickled veggies is usually carrots and jicama, so chances are if you eat any other Vietnamese dish, these are the vegetables that you'll find with it. It's sweet and a little, just a tad vinegary, but it's perfect to kind of cut into all the other gluttonous going on this dish. Yeah, this is Chinese sausage. It's also called lapsung. That's pretty good. Sometimes it's just good to like cut these and just eat it with rice and scrambled an egg or something with that. So typically when I eat something that has a lot of options, I save the best for last, but I think for the sake of this video, I'm gonna eat things kind of evenly. So let's try some of this tofu. Look inside. It's gotta focus. I guess it doesn't want to focus, but it's pretty much just tofu inside. And then there's like a somewhat crispy skin on the outside. Pretty good. Decided to wear my sriracha shirt because I just thought it was the most fitting for this particular video. So, as I mentioned, the combo that I got was $11, but the restaurant, if you know the kind of proteins that you like, you can make it more specific to that. So you can get the broken rice with just the pork chop and maybe the egg meatloaf, and it's a lot cheaper. But someone like me who likes variety, I always defer to the specials. So there was a choice between this, and the other option was a lot of the same proteins, but I think they swapped Chinese sausage for an egg roll. So I haven't had Chinese sausage in a while, so that's why I opted for it today. All right, let's go in for one of these shrimp. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'll be portioning some of this because I don't think I'll be able to eat all of that. And the fish sauce is good. Pour some more on here. Let's go for this egg meatloaf. Looks like there's I want to take a look. Focus. Oh, my camera is not cooperating today, but I can only describe it, I guess, at this point. But there's might be touching the lens at this point. There's mushroom in here. I think there's vermicelli as well, or like a clear noodle, and even some onion in here. So, I haven't had that in forever, but it's good. So a good indicator for me to stop eating, well, one besides being full, is once I get through with the rice, probably end the video, pack it up for a later meal. We'll just get dirty at this point. So living in this area, it's always a huge benefit because there's so many good Vietnamese food in Westminster, Garden Grove area. So if you're ever in this neck of the woods, definitely check the food out. A lot of times, this dish is offered at, if you go to a pho restaurant, I should probably say more authentic pho, you'll find that they'll have this dish, but a lot of times because it is a specialty, like pho restaurant, people will defer to that. But there's always broken rice dishes. I feel like it's actually pretty common. So unless you're exposed to it, you wouldn't really know to order it. But if you're not feeling like something too soupy, this is a good alternative. Slowing down. If this was like deep fried, I'd eat the tail, but it's not, so I'm gonna leave that there. Soup. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what it is with Vietnamese pork. They cook it in a way where it's so good. I actually don't even know if this is marinated or not. Well, I'm making progress on here. It wasn't this empty earlier. I wonder if my autofocus is off today. Either case, pretty good. So normally with other people, I think they get to edit these videos, but this is all unedited, unfiltered, just because I don't have editing capabilities at this point in time. So the blooper reel is included. I almost feel like I need to start portioning things or I'm going to eat everything because it's just right in front of me. Alright, I think I've committed to this much of the egg meatloaf. I'll portion off camera. You don't really need to see me do that. Supposed to save half of this, but since I like it so much, I'm gonna eat it all. I think this is the first video where I'm eating with chopsticks. I don't even know if I hold them right, but they work for me. I've been told that it's not the proper way, but gets the job done. Surprisingly, the Chinese sausage is something that's really tasty today. I guess I haven't had it in forever. I think I'll do another shrimp. Making good progress. I mean, for $11 to feed you probably 2 times, I think that's a really good deal. Just making a mess everywhere though. At this point, hands are pretty much dirty out. Using the chopsticks makes sense anymore. The Chinese sausage has like a hard casing on the outside, and the inside is super moist and a little oily, but it's so good. It goes well with the rice. I just might want to pick some to have on hand now. I'm in the home stretch. I used to not like the pickled vegetables as a kid, but it's just so smart to have it with this dish. It really helps break it up. A lot of rice left. Half pork chop. Another pork patty. I mean, for sure I'll be able to eat this later. Almost got away from me. Soup. So simple, but it helps. All the rice and the fish sauce. Good stuff. Yeah, this place is our family's like go-to Tam place. So we barely ever actually eat it at the restaurant. We always get it to go. They just moved buildings, so it's actually in a much more clean and spacious space now. I didn't know they moved until I drove up there. Excuse me. I can't edit that out, so you're just gonna have to live with that. Alright, one last bite of sausage and then I'm gonna call it. I need a little bit more rice with that sausage because it was. Perfect last bite. So, now you probably don't want to see my bones and whatnot, but this is really all that survived the first go around. Just a little bit of the egg meatloaf, 1 shrimp, half sausage, and some of the pickled vegetables that are left. Those will be put back in here. And I can have it for dinner, save the fish sauce. And again, thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. And if there's any thing you want me to try, make sure you sound off in the comments, and I'd be happy to explore. I had so much fun today, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.